YouTube. My name's Dan, and basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making a WWE vlog, in addition to my Tumblr blogs and my Twitter posts that I do about WWE. Basically, what it's going to be doing, it's going to be talking about, well, obviously WWE, and I'll do the odd Raw Smackdown review, even though I watch Raw more because, well, Smackdown sucks in my opinion. And I'll have like opinions. I'll be doing things about certain wrestlers. Like this week we'll be talking about the Nexus, CM Punk, Wade Barrett, and how they're developing these two Nexuses on SmackDown and Raw, as well as talking about how bad Raw and SmackDown were this week compared to the first Raw and SmackDown of the year, which were brilliant. So that's basically it. So enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start off by talking about Raw, which, as I said in the introduction, was crap compared to last week's Raw, which was awesome, with the number one contenders match and all that kind of stuff. But with this week was Raw, it just the opening bit, it was good. I mean, Santino, Kozlov come out. I like Santino and Kozlov. I don't like the fact they got attacked. But we had CM Punk finally, we had him asserting his authority, and then all of a sudden we find out exactly how he's asserting his authority, and he's going to do things like, smack his superstars and beat down his Nexus members. What kind of a leader? What kind of a leader does that? I know Wade Barrett wouldn't do that. I mean, he might manipulate his superstars somewhat, but what's all that about? I don't know. I mean, I like CM Punk. I think most people do like CM Punk. They like his promos. He's a good in-ring wrestler, and he's proved it. He's been a 3-time world champion in WWE. But I don't see where his leadership's going. And as much as I think he would be a good leader at Nexus, just like Wade Barrett would be, it looks like basically Nexus is going to disband anytime soon, based on the evidence we've seen on Raw. And with Nexus being one of the best things that's happened in Raw in a while, I don't really want to see Nexus go. I want to see him carry on. I want to see him dominate superstars like John Cena, as much as I like John Cena, but you can't have everything your own way in WWE, But, I've got a friend here. He's very, very up-to-date on WWE, and he has some very interesting opinions. So I'm going to introduce you to my good friend, NJ, who is going to assist me in the next part of the video, which is our opinions on the whole Raw situation.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm more worried about how these people are, to be honest. So you just heard me talk about Raw and CM Punk. Now, I know you have some opinions on CM Punk. What are these opinions?
Basically, when Punk started attacking John Cena from the commentator,
which you absolutely loved.
It was great to see.
Yeah, I know you hate Cena, so.
And with Punk going from attacking Cena to the leader of Nexus, I thought great start to his comeback. Then sadly, the week just gone, he messed it up, which you always said. And I don't like what Punk did. Like when Wade was the leader, where he got the next members to prove themselves was have matches, but Punk went a different route, which, to be honest, I didn't like.
A bit of a step too far, really.
It was horrible.
But that was just Raw pretty much summed up, isn't it? I mean, my main gripe about Raw, we had the Nexus thing, and I just want to touch on this briefly, the main event. Now, one thing that I'm seething about is the fact that Alex Riley is involved in another main event. Now I know he's Miz's accomplice and all that, but why the hell is he in the main event? He's just come out of NXT. Yeah, fair enough, he's with Miz, but what's he doing in the main event? I don't understand. A bit like Jerry Lawler. Yeah, I like Jerry Lawler. I think he's a great wrestler. I think everyone likes Jerry Lawler, and everyone wants to see him in a main event match. When he faced Miz in his first match, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. But he's been involved too much now, and you have some certain opinions on that, don't you?
With Alex Riley, I think eventually he's going to turn on Miz, because Miz has been treated really badly. I don't think
because he's awesome.
Just for that reason, and the King, basically, I think he's having all these big matches with Randy Orton, with The Miz,
Yeah.
basically because they're building up to him, ready for him to leave the WWE.
We don't want him to leave, but it seems as if they're kind of, with Josh Matthews commentating and all that kind of stuff, they might make him leave. We don't know for sure. This is just an opinion show, but we're thinking it might happen. And if it does, you're going to look at this video and you're going to remember who said it first.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, but yeah, with regards to that, but we're gonna. I think next we should move on to SmackDown. We pretty much touched on Raw, Nexus, but now we're gonna touch on another Nexus now on SmackDown. Right after this. Oh well, now NJ's gone. I can give you my little opinion on SmackDown. Right, so again, I don't usually watch SmackDown, but I thought with Wade Barrett versus Big Show, me like NJ, we both wanted to see it because we thought it was interesting. Barrett going from Raw to SmackDown, Big Show being the big monster like he is, being dominant in last week's number one contenders match and losing because of Wade Barrett. But basically, I was expecting a good match. I thought Barrett might win. I thought they might push him on SmackDown. Make him. He's already a main eventer. They're obviously waiting for him to face Undertaker at WrestleMania. We think, or we believe, via sources like NoDQ.com, etc., etc., etc. But with regards to the new Nexus he's made, I was quite surprised. I did not expect anything like that to happen. Now I know Heath and Gabriel had left Raw, and I wondered what they were going to do with them, but I did not think that they would go to SmackDown. I had no way did I ever think they were going to go to SmackDown and join Wade, but they did, and although it was good, it was typical SmackDown. It was just just didn't really care that much about it. But someone who did care about it, again, is my good friend NJ, who I'm going to bring back here, and he's going to reappear and give us his opinions.
Hey.
Same introduction. It's almost like we've done this video before. But, right, so we both watched SmackDown together on YouTube, and we both basically just skipped to the Wade match.
Pretty much.
Because all the other matches suck. WWE, when will you get this message? SmackDown sucks. Make it better, please.
So what did you think of the Wade vs Big Show match?
Personally, I think it got a lot of hype. I was expecting it to live up to the hype. I personally expected Wade to win. I personally think they're going to push Wade on SmackDown, seeing as he's a new superstar. He's already been main eventing on Raw. He was the leader of Nexus. He had this feud with John Cena, so he's had a feud with possibly one of the best wrestlers in WWE at the moment. I expected Wade to prove himself. But then towards the end, when they had this whole Nexus thing, it kind of occurred to me that he wasn't really going to prove himself that much.
No, I couldn't see Wade winning that match cleanly anyway.
Well, you saw it in the match itself. I mean, we didn't watch the match very closely, but the Big Show pretty much. Well, it's not like Big Show dominated Wade. They both had their moments in the match.
True, but
and then all of a sudden Heath comes in and all hell breaks loose. It's just like Raw all over again with Cena, isn't it?
Well, the majority of that match, I thought Wade did dominate Big Show. You always see Wade knocking down Big Show, Wade keeping him down.
It's all part of his push.
True, then Big Show obviously got the upper hand, which forced Gabriel and
Heath, and then Ezequiel Jackson.
Which was a surprise.
Did not expect that. With all this hype he's been getting on SmackDown, I thought he was going to come back as a singles wrestler and dominate someone like Chavo Guerrero, prove his point, just like they're kind of doing with McIntyre at the moment. But no, he comes back and joins Nexus, and I don't know. Personally, I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming at all. Even though thinking back at it with hindsight, probably should have. But there you go. What do you think? What do you think as to Ezequiel Jackson being involved with Nexus? What do you think WWE could do with that?
Well, I think it's going to be great for Jackson's career. Once he's finished with Nexus, he's going to be able to go up and do big things on his own.
It's kind of like Nexus now, isn't it? Like on Raw. I mean, Otunga, people like Otunga can go off and do their own thing. I think they're worthy. They can, they're good enough. Atunga's good enough.
I think
Slater and Gabriel could be a great tag team. They could be future tag team champions, especially with Gabriel's 540 flip. They can always be entertaining.
Which I think is why they've got Jackson a part of Nexus, because they've got future plans for him when he's finished with Nexus.
Yeah, and also I think the bit that stood out for me was when Ezequiel Jackson. It looks like he's going to do some real good move on Big Show, and then he just body slams him. It was like, yeah, he managed to pick him up, but do something better. Your first move on SmackDown, rather than a body slam.
It's understandable.
It's not exactly entertaining, is it? I mean, they could have made him do his finisher. I mean, they can't make Wade do his finisher because he can't do it to the Big Show. You can't do his stupid fisherman toss.
No. But again, with Big Show, I think the WWE have made Big Show look bad for a while now.
Well, the WWE can afford to make him look bad because he's a mid-carder. And it's not like they have big plans for Big Show, so they can make him look bad.
Well, hopefully, with this Nexus feud, or Wade feud, he'll pick up again and get better.
But he won't. Because that is just what... Because Nexus are now going to get a push, and they're not going to push Big Show. They're not going to push Big Show, especially as soon as we know that Wade and Nexus are probably going to feud with Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Which would be good to see, I think.
Oh yeah, I'll be glad to see that. But that Wade and Undertaker could be saved to closer to WrestleMania and closer to Undertaker's return, which probably end up vlogging about again. So I think we covered pretty much everything there. Barrett and Ezequiel. I mean, those are pretty much the only things on SmackDown which we really sort of thought were highlights. Because as we know, and I'll say this once again, SmackDown sucks. WWE, do something about it. Because I don't watch it, and I know that there are millions of other people like me who don't watch it, but stay up till 2 in the morning to watch Raw because it's better, even though you have SmackDown on at 10. Just a personal gripe. But anyway, so this has been my good friend NJ, and I've been Dan, and you can find me on such social networking mediums as Twitter, Daniel_Parkin, and also on Tumblr, I'm Daniel Parkin, and also my good friend NJ has got a Tumblr post which, like mine, we do Raw reviews and opinions. His is WWE NJ, and his Twitter is NJ17. So hook us both up if you want to message us or leave any comments in the comment section below. And we shall see you next time on my vlog, as we'll call it, my WWE vlog. So that's bye from us.